now because I want to do some sort of input, like basically connect something. Why did I freeze saying that? Connect something to the input here and sort of do some like input sound manipulation using the tape track on the XY. And I have a few different ideas on the type of sounds and music and songs, etc., that I want to use, which we'll do momentarily. But before we do that, I just want to use this like normal for, as in I just load up a new project and just like make some music. So let's do that. Hey, congratulations, man. I gave you a shout out in my latest video that is not out yet. Actually, it is out. This is not a become a members of the channel invitation. Is just not the right word. You know what I'm saying. It's available for members only, but the video will be out on Sunday. So be on the lookout for that. How are you liking it so far? Your field kit. Alright, so you gotta hold this down, and while holding this, hit shift, and this lets you do this. This is an advanced technique right here. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, I think I was talking to you before, Manny, about what were we talking about? Like being also. Hang on, this is kind of weird that it shouldn't be locked there. Hang on. Let me see something. Hang on, there's something, and then I'll explain what let me see. So if okay, so I guess you have to hit the note. That's kind of interesting. And then what was it, shift? And then I did what I was doing, and then I let go. I don't know. Okay, but what I was trying to say is when you press, I was trying to explain before about like if you have sounds on a track already and you want the sounds to still be there, but you want to clear the track, not to clear the sounds, but you want to have a clear track lane to be able to add a new sound to, like this. But you can't really see too well, but you can't add this easily because there's stuff lit, stuff unlit. But if you press and hold and then press record, it lets you, while holding this down, place them where you want them to go. And the advanced technique that I just did was that you could do that same thing, and while holding this and holding shift, you could do step components only on those sounds, which is kind of dope. So yeah. Hey, what's going on, Sigma? How are you? What are you doing in today's stream? Yeah, so a few things. So right now, just hanging out, chatting with you guys, make some music on like, you know, the new track random preset thing, which I've been absolutely loving. But in a moment or at some point when I get bored with this or whatever, I'm going to connect my iPad using this cable, these two cables, to the input, and I'm gonna like do some experimenting with, how do I describe this? Do some experimenting with bringing in songs, external songs from like BandLab or YouTube Music or wherever, songs that people may have created already, and use that as the input for the tape track, and do some like experimenting and sound manipulation with the tape track, which has been highly intriguing for me lately. So I'll be doing that. And then the idea also, because I've commented on an older, or I've received a few comments on an older video about that exact workflow, but with the TP7. And I mentioned that I created like this is before the even template thing was a real thing. But I made like a project file called TP7 that I referenced a lot in that video. And I said, hey, go to my Gumroad and I'll have it for free on there, but I never actually uploaded it. So that is another thing that I want to do today, which is refine that project file, think through if that project file, it probably shouldn't be called TP7, it probably should be called something like, I don't know, external tape track or something like that, right? Because TP7 will work the same way as the iPad or whatever else I'm sending in there, and I want to like design in a way what two effects do I want to be plugged on that project file, and just make some tweaks on it and then put it on Gumroad. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. That's a long response, but yeah, I have some specific things. Yeah, shift and step components, precisely. So step components so that's another, I don't think anyone's ever talked about this. Step components per step is a thing, of course, and if you have multiple sounds on that step, everything is going to be affected. But the other thing is, yeah, you can have step components for specific sounds that are on a step if multiple sounds are there, which is kind of dope. No one's talked about that. That's another layer of like, I would call that very much an advanced, pro tip or something, but I'll talk more about that soon. Benjamin, what's going on, bro? How are you, man? So another cool thing that I'm working on with this company named Black Panther Systems or Black Panther Stands. I have to see, I don't know the last word in there, but they make like really cool customized, like I would say like cool is kind of selling it short. Just like highly customizable professional like keyboard and synth stands. And I'm going to be working with them. I already had the meeting, but we're kind of refining a specific like 3 or 4 tier stand, and then like having arms on the left and right with like little shelves on it, like little shelves. And essentially what that's going to allow me to do is kind of do something I've never had before, which is like have a station and take my time setting everything up and wiring and getting everything exactly the way it needs to be. That's why something like the TX6 is going to be majorly instrumental in this setup. But essentially having like, my 88 key digital piano on the lowest layer, definitely my Osmos on either the second or third layer from the bottom, and then my Arturia 61 key on the other one of those two, and then probably on the top shelf, which I'm still debating if I'm going to do 3 or 4 levels of this. But on the top one, because she was asking how tall I am and stuff, so like to be able to have access to certain things while standing up as well. As a matter of fact, the more I'm thinking of this, the more I'm kind of like, hang on. I think layer 1 digital piano, because I'm sitting down playing piano, boom. Layer 2 and layer 4 should be the Osmos and the Arturia Key Lab, interchangeable, right? And then I'm because like part of me, sometimes I want to stand up and play and have the height of that specific for being able to stand up and play, and then obviously sitting down at piano, so that would be really cool. And then layer 3 is like where my Polyam Synth and my Polyam Play Plus and my Teenage Engineering Medieval and whatever else I have. Ableton Move, like all of that stuff probably goes on layer 3, I think. Most of it. And then between the arms, like think about there's so much interest. It's like a fun thing because like, yeah, the arms let me have like something like my Machine Plus if I want that to be the brain of this whole setup, or maybe I want the Ableton Move to be the brain. I'm not sure yet. But the idea of this is super exciting. Yeah. So, you said there is some really cool iOS apps coming out. Oh, wow. Okay. iPad OS or iOS or both? I'm more interested in iPad OS, I think, but I'm curious to know what you can share. That seems very cryptic. in a purposeful way. TopVerk has that built in. I missed what we were talking about. Step Edit lets you, okay, that thing. Can't jam on a flight to Germany with the Digitac stuff. It's true. Got you, iOS, iPhone. Got you. Cool, cool, cool. Yes, being able to put components on individual steps is honestly furthering the OPXY in ways that are true to design but unlock. Yeah, it's so true. And I think the other thing I was doing some and I'll probably do a little bit of this now. I was doing like a little Gemini chat because I'm lonely and I don't talk to people, so I only talk to Gemini lately. Just kidding. I mean, I don't know, whatever. But I was curious about the fact that I don't spend nearly enough time, or I don't spend that much time on pages 3 and 4 of the synth engine page or whatever. So like I want to spend some time in there and understand them. I mean, it's not that complicated, I don't think, especially page 3. But page 3, I think, changes depending on the type of synth engine you're in, I think. And then, but it's weird. You press this in and you get 4 different things. You get ladder, you get Z low pass, you get Z high pass, and you get SVF. I need to understand what these are better, what each of these do. Like, are they each independent like pages? Like you can make, and I mean, I'll just experiment a little bit today and kind of hopefully get a better understanding of it. There's a new one, which is a 4-track tape and texture machine. Oh, that's cool. There is a new one. There was someone on Reddit that, I wonder if this is the one you're referring to, but they were promoting as, that's not the, they were basically sharing that they came out with a 4-track tape recorder app that I was kind of curious about. Might be what you're referring to, and I was meaning to check it out. Yes, you can, but you need something else, don't you? But I hear you though, for sure. I have a non-technical question about TP7. Okay, how good is the finish? I just got myself a black TP7, so I have that as well, and it's still being shipped. I wanted to ask if the finish on your black TP7 is still looking good. Great question. I don't use it nearly as much as maybe you plan to use yours. Matter of fact, I have mine with me right now. Let's go ahead and answer that question in real time. I actually brought it today because maybe at some point I'm going to do some experimenting. And guys, I know I've said it before, but the moment that well, here it is right here. It's kind of like the light behind us, but to answer the question, it's still pristine. Like there's no blemishes or anything. Thanks in part to TE Cases. Like look them up on Instagram if you haven't. His stuff is amazing. But the point I was going to make earlier is that having a ability to enable both the headset on here, because I use the headset all the time, as you guys may or may not know, but right here, and an input at the same time on the OPXY would be a feature that really makes this just, I don't know, just so much better to be able to like enhance what I do on here during the live streams, right? Because as we know, right now the live streams are either me chatting like I'm doing now, effortlessly with this headset. That's why I love a headset like this, and making music on here itself, or it's me not chatting and using the input as the audio source or whatever. And yeah, so that's kind of where that is. All Electron stuff can be run with a simple battery. Yeah, but you know, no one wants to carry that around. But you are right. Or at least I don't want to. Maybe you don't mind. Got an OPXY yesterday. Congratulations, but returned. Oh man, it back to being a F20 minutes. It came with the loose. Oh boy, have you ever had to reattach a key? I returned because it was hard to do. I'm trying to think. I think that on an OP1, I think the keys come off easily. I think. Because they're like super easy to replace, or the OP1 fail, I don't remember, but I certainly never had to do so on here, so obviously replacing is definitely the way to go. Okay, Rails is the name of it. I might check it out in a moment. I'm still charging my iPad. I don't think he has it on iPad. Okay, I tested it during beta, okay, and it wasn't working on iPad. I'd love to use it though. Very cool. You'd love to use it. Okay, you mean you'd love to use it on iPad. That's cool, I'm gonna definitely check it out. Not taking shots at OPXY because I like it, but the sounds aren't good in my Sorry, shots fired. Sound is what inspires me. I hear you. Rails is like TP7. Okay, I recently grabbed the Roland S1, which I really like. Dope, dope. That's cool, man. Yeah, no, no, I hear you loud and clear about the sounds on this thing. Yeah, like that is probably the aspect of it that is my most disliked or my least liked. But that's okay because all the other things are quite stellar about it, I think. I was also noticing on the arranger page here that like something like the Ableton Move that lets you like press one key to duplicate a scene, I think is the word. On here, if I want to kind of have, and I love that workflow, like I was just doing this. So on track, let's mute track 2, but on track 1, right, this is the start of, let's turn the metronome off. This is the start of it. I was like, oh, let me just randomly start making, you can't see, randomly start making a song from the arranger page and just kind of continuously build on it, right? And you can do that by doing what I just did here. And I kind of, oh wait, hang on. Clone, what the, clone? Okay, so there's scenes and then there's like tracks, right? So the point I was gonna make though is that if I wanna have this and then I wanna build on this, there's a 2-button press that's needed. There's the copy and then paste. I'm just gonna see something real quick though, because shift, I was saying like to me, yeah, I'm gonna say it again because some of these things actually come to the device after I talk about them in live streams. I haven't heard back from TE from the email that I sent them, so I don't know. It was about, I think, beta testing or something. It was like, it wasn't a, I don't know where our relationship is, but maybe they watch my videos, maybe they're learning, who knows, I don't really know, it's all good. But what would be a must-have thing on here is when you hold shift, holding shift should change, it changes the, button 1 from new to clone, changes button 4 from delete to reset. It should change button 2 from copy to duplicate. You should be able to do that, and it should duplicate what you have to the next scene. That is a feature request that I'll put out there, and I mean, that should be kind of like a no-brainer. OPXY is going to grow though. Yep, it already has been. I suspect that it will continue to do so. Have you tried using the TP7 as a MIDI device even for a DJ app or desktop program or even a physical mixer? And if not, would you consider experimenting? Good question. No, I have not yet. Although I think you specifically, and let me know if you're the same person that I was chatting with not too long ago on a live stream about the TP7. And I think I mentioned like that other DJ device or something. I think you might be the same person, but let me know. Let's turn this repetitive sound off. The upcoming video, right? So it's available currently for channel members if you guys are interested in checking that out, but it will be out on Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern. I think you are going to be, I think you're going to love the video because there are, I'll just talk a little bit about what the video talks about. It talks about this device with, okay, cool, I thought so. It talks about this device, the OPXY, with the TP7 and how certain, I don't want to give too much away. It just basically explores ways that I suspect those two devices will be able to be used together. And one of those ways that was most exciting for me is being able to connect it to this and use the tape dial as a means of input into the OPXY. And there were some really, and I was just talking to my brother earlier, I was like, I never used this word. I've heard people use it recently, so I'll use it, I think it's appropriate here, but like really gnarly and or just highly intriguing stuff that AI, chat box, whatever, helped me like think about as like a possibility to come here. And so I'll just say that, but yeah, be on the lookout for it. It's a really good video. Anyway, let's keep experimenting. Oh, that's cool. Thanks for yeah, no problem. Yeah, yeah. So be on the lookout for that. It's a great one. I was very. It's been a while. It's been a crazy long summer so far. Just very eventful and busy and all that stuff. And so that's why I haven't really dropped video in a while. But I was highly inspired to talk about this. And there was like a really cool moment in the video as I was editing it that I clipped and brought to the very beginning of the video. It's one that's available currently for channel members and will be available for everyone on Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern. And it's a video about the OPXY and the TP7 and how the future is another little hint, tip, or whatever, but the future of TE products speaking to each other is like I think bright, and there's things about it that we'll see. 30% off on TE, and I still can't bring myself to. Yeah, yeah. Well, how do you feel actually, Benjamin? Were you? I forgot you were on the fence about a TX6 for so long, and then you got a used one. How much would this 30% off discount would have? How much would it have been relative to what you paid for the used one? I'm just curious. This is good right here. Gotcha. All right, so let's clone. There's a lot of mental gymnastics you need to do on this device when you're trying to think about keeping what you have as a scene, as a snapshot. I don't want to touch that and then going to the building on it and going to the next thing. So let me try to think through those lens right now. Dang, Dix. Gotcha. Okay. Got my new TP7 for 18% off. If you get it was a difficult choice. Gotcha. Yeah, I know you must have got it recently because you did not have one, I guess, before, and you were really thinking about it. So do you have yours now? Checking if buying it with sale now, and I discovered your channel this week because of that. Cool. Yeah, love having this channel. Love doing these live streams. This has become the vibe lately, and a lot of it is with this cool enigma of a device called the OPXY. All right, so let me see. It was E to D, and I think this needs to be what, eight division or whatever. Let's try here. So that shouldn't be 8, that should be 4. Yeah, I like that. That's good. So go new. That should be every 6, maybe? Or every 4. Let's go back here. Let me try that again. that's kind of cool. If I knew what the TP7 would do for me, but I got the tape, I almost bought a TX6 because of the sale too. I use digital mixers for live performance. Never wanted a TX6, but its size and battery power are tempting. TX6 is amazing. I don't use it nearly as much as I think I will be using it once I get this home setup established. But at this, I'm hesitating as I'm talking because another major thing for me has been, and my wife says it all the time, like the home studio is something that I don't spend a lot of time in at all. And I don't know if that's because it's not set up in a way that's like highly creatively inspiring. Like maybe getting this stand that I referenced earlier and getting things dialed in and allow me to be able to just go to this cockpit station, you know, because of course as a piano player, like I can't play piano here. I'm doing other stuff here, you know, so having the means of being able to do fun creative things in the studio is exciting for me. And where was I going with this statement? Dang, I don't remember where I was going with the statement. I think what I was going to say is that having the TX6 be a part of that setup is going to be vital. Kind of like Kenny the Business has said. I guess I don't know if he talks about it all too much, but like with his setup that he has, he like gives a lot of credit to, you know, how important, like the most important piece in that whole setup is the TX6, and I can totally see that. It has it's a really nice device if you are going to use it, right? If you have a purpose for it, I guess. So yeah, and I heard great things about the Sidekick too. And by default, the mixer or the input track does not have send going to the tape track, which I think it should. Can you just press this? And no, not yet. So I think it should. But anyway, the reason that's important is because of this. Let me go to clone and then bring this down. Okay, so check this. Yeah. So I just said something. So my voice that I just said is going to be here now. Yeah. So that's, again, that's a thing. And again, just absolutely love it. The tape track, love it. Love being able to, I think when I'm playing this and I'm talking, it cuts out. And why does that happen? I don't quite know. Yeah, I don't know why that happens, but yeah. And it's not always perfectly, let me try this again. I wonder if I have to hit stop right in time. That's cool. That's special. That is some good stuff right there. I like the tape track a lot. All right, let's name this, and I don't know what we're doing. Let's name this something. Rename. This is another cool thing. It's much faster to name stuff with just 2 hands. Delete. What are we gonna? Someone give me a name of something, and we're gonna name this. Cool. Use the tape track as a resampler for the main. Yeah, exactly. That is cool. That's exactly what I do. I mainly use it as a pitch delay and send it to reverb to get octave shimmer. Like, see, that's also cool and something I would have never thought about doing. Give me a name for this track, and I'm going to name it that. First name that comes up is what it's going to be named. It is going to have a hashtag to start because that helps me identify songs that are worth revisiting. So I will wait, but I won't wait too long because I want to keep the vibes going. I'll wait like 15 seconds, and then I will scroll scroll up. No, I was gonna say scroll up and just grab a random word. I'm thinking tempting. Someone said tempting here. On Seha said tempting. I think we're gonna do that. Yeah, because it's it's time. It's time to name the song so I can keep it going. So let's do that. All right. So TE, and maybe what I'm gonna do right after this is connect BandLab to this and do what I mentioned earlier and just continue with, yeah, there you go, tape track stuff, right? That's what we just kind of did to give us like a little bit of creative excitement. I don't know how to describe what I just did, but let's go save. So there'll be a little less talking going on, I think. Let me actually unplug this cable from the bottom, and I'm going to tell you guys why I'm doing that in just a second. There's more to the story than you might realize. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to rename the TP7 project file on here as something else that is more generic and more open for anything being used as sending audio in. So I might just call it tape track. So let's do that right now. I'm gonna go new. Nope, not new. We're gonna go to that project file because that's definitely somewhere that makes sense to start with. And we'll go all the way down. Yeah, let's see. What is it called again? I think it's hashtag TP7. No, it's just TP7. So we'll load this up. So we have this here now. And then let's go ahead and connect my iPad to this. And let's get busy with something that I have been needing to do for a while, which is, yeah, this. So let's bring up BandLab. And again, in a moment, you guys are not going to hear me. I'll be monitoring chat. I'll come back into the headset input, periodically is the word I'm looking for. So I'm going to turn now to the input, and we're going to explore some sounds in here. Like in these songs are like in the Explore page, I guess. So these are clips of. So I'm just going to explore. I don't know if these are like actual full-on songs or clips. Like I'm going to look for good quality stuff to send to the input and just experiment with that in the same way I was just doing with stuff that I just created. So let's go ahead and do that right now to get a feel for this. And we're going to dial in some of the settings on the OPXY and then resave this and rename it. Matter of fact, we'll probably rename it right now. It's called TP7. We'll rename it. We'll call it tape track. Yeah? Next, tape track. Tape. And then, is there a space? Can we do a space? Yeah, there we go. And then tape track. Or just tape? I don't know. We'll call it tape track. That's my first thought. No, not track. How do we go back? This way. A. Next. C. And then K. All right, so this is called tape track. We're going to save this. So that's done. Now we are going to go to the input and let's explore.
Hey, look. A lot of people don't know.
Just slave for a wage, y'all.
So I'm thinking of two things here. I want to not have to keep changing the levels and such, so I'm gonna, yeah, dial this up or down on what's coming into this, so that I don't have to. I can just easily switch between this and the input. Again, I keep saying it, but yeah, I would love to be able to do both of these together. Obviously, I can have my TX6 with me my TX6 in the mix here, but that's a third device or another device. That's like too much for what I would want to do for like more casual live streams like these. Anyway, what I want to figure out here in BandLab is like, where can I go to get like actual songs and not just like clips of random stuff? I don't know the answer to that question. Welcome to BandLab, make music. So this is like some kind of I'm just gonna explore this a little bit, I guess, and see what's here. Personalized experiments, trending, up to 3 genres, all beats, skip, purchase, favorite. So I guess here, we could skip, I guess this is where we need to go. Whatever the 4th tab is here. Yeah, this is like, okay, so I guess this is where we need to be versus wherever the home was. So this 3rd page has stuff, free beats on us, check remaining beats. Okay, so let's try this and see what's up. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. This is obviously the section we need to be in. And then just listen to these random genres and kind of get some cool sounds. And now it's set to tape. I'm like syncing the tempo as close as I can get. Doesn't need to be perfect. And then, I kind of halved the tempo so that you can get more of the bar in there, right? Rather than half the bar. So that's another thing. So yeah, let's see. Let's go back here. And then obviously when I bring that in, like I'm doing now, I can now talk, and now we have like essentially a full bar of this. Kind of cool, right? So that's kind of a big deal, right? So we brought a BandLab track that, I don't remember which one this is. RoboCycle, is this the artist or the name? Off Center, I think, is the name of the artist, I think. Fake Flowers, I don't know the name of the artist or the name of the song. It's a little confusing, but this is another one of these special things about the the OPXY. So now we have this in-tape track, we have a full bar. Let's see what we can actually do with it now. I just messed up by hitting play. So hitting play, hitting play removes it. That's funny. Okay, all right, so we have to do it again, but that's okay. We're gonna do it again. Hitting play, you know, starts clearing some of the stuff that you have there already, which is not what we wanted to do. Not at all the intended thing at all. But let's go ahead and try it again. It's like a very meticulous process, but we're gonna try one more time. We gotta go back to here. Sorry about that. All part of the process here, right? Let's go back here. So cool. Let's explore this a bit more. It's not exactly on time, and that's okay. We're gonna keep just exploring these other songs on here. I think this is kind of like part of the vibe. Is just these what are they? I guess commercial free sounds, right? So let's go here and keep going. All right, so we're back. Let's see. We gotta go back to 100% here, right? Let's just see. All right, so let's also maybe explore. So we know these, just trying to see. We know that effects are set to reverb and delay by default on here. I feel like reverb and delay, I think I said. So I don't think, I don't think delay would be good for what we're doing here. I think I might want to save something different besides delay, which I think is effects 2, right? Let's see. No, 1 is delay, 2 is reverb. So 2 should stay. 1, we're gonna see what else we have. Maybe chorus. Maybe we'll do chorus there. Let's see. Why is that? Okay, that's because we're not here. All right, so we got a little bit of reverb going there. Let's put a little chorus too. See what it sounds like. 30-30. So that's also kind of cool. We're getting somewhere. We got reverb. What if we even turn that higher and turn this down? Oh, I didn't know you can do that, bro. So changing the octave lets you also change the octave of that sound. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. So then you kind of got the idea behind what now, right? This is more like what do you call performance-based thing. Nothing that I'm doing here is getting saved. It's just like, hey, I'm just experimenting in the moment, which is can be kind of cool because I mean, it's like it just you have fun with it. It's on the live stream, so it's there somewhere, captured, but you're not like doing anything with it on the device itself because the moment you hit play, it just wipes it clean. So then you could start thinking about, and I might. I'm just thinking out loud. But you could resample this, I guess. That kind of gets a little bit technical, and I don't know how much fun that would be. But you can, I guess, resample the tape track and then maybe use stuff that you do want to reuse later in other projects. So that can be something to explore. But I'm having fun doing just this for now. So let's continue exploring. I'm gonna mute myself and bring some more sounds from BandLab in. This time I might actually go to genres. Yeah, what do we have here? K-pop, R&B, soul, Latin. Maybe bring some Latin in here. Let's take a look. And let's see what this page is all about. Okay, so these are all like free. I guess these are free because yeah, that's kind of cool, right? Because I'm like a member. I don't even know. I'm not sure. But in any case, let's go ahead and see what else we have on here. All right, so that's back. And then the other thing that's kind of interesting about this too, another advanced pro tip sort of thing, is that we can use the player on the tape track and bring in something like hold, and then do this. Now that is kind of cool. It's not perfect, but that's okay. But this lets you just not have to keep your hand on that anymore, and you could shift things around. And then you can come over here and maybe turn. And also, okay, so you got your effects there. You also have LFO stuff, and you have everything that you can use here. So let me see how this works exactly. Yeah, there you go. So you can go in here and be like page 3, let you change I guess it's called the filter here, right? I should know that, right? How did it get back fast again? Is it because oh. So that changes from whatever percentage you're at to something different the moment you push in the second knob. So, Mr. Piano Carlton, how are you? Looks like you're feeling a lot more comfortable. Been a couple of months since I checked in. You're feeling better about that a little more comfortable with this little toy. Yeah, definitely. More comfortable, more into it, more fun to use, all the things. And appreciate you being here. Also, I don't know if, I guess we'll experiment a bit more. I wanted to check out like some of the filter stuff on here. There we go. So you can take the low end out if we wanted. Anything in the middle? We can't do anything with the middle. Okay. What about the LFO? Oh wait, what about? Oh, hang on. There's another. This is always like these random things. Can't scramble. Okay. Alright, I was just thinking, like, imagine if you could scramble the parameters on here. That would be kind of dope, I think. I'm gonna get out of this song. I'm just gonna keep exploring. So this is Latin. Let's like listen to some stuff and see what would sound interesting, and then pick the next one. Let's go here and here.
Bandlab Beats. Bandlab Beats.
I keep forgetting to go back here. So that's another thing, is that you have the tempos that are here. So you can just half, whatever the tempo is, you can just half it. You're not going to hear this because you got to be back over here, but that's okay.
Bandlab Beats.
Okay, so that was kind of cool. I think I discovered some things that I needed to discover on here. Um, let's see if there's anything else. We're in purchase, favorites, all beats. We're in this section. And then what about this? This is like your files. This is like beats or sounds. I wonder how easy it'll be to find my sample pack. Let's see, Khordmaster. I have a pack in here somewhere. Let's see how easy it is to find. There it is. Chord pack 1 and 2. That's kind of cool. Let's. Oh, you can't hear it because it's okay. So I want to. This is my first time checking this out. It's kind of cool. Let's see. People have used it before too. I wonder how if it shows. Okay, let's just check this out. I never really checked this for whatever reason. Okay, so the next thing that I kind of need to do is I want to take a look here in BandLab and see how easy or not easy it is to make a loop, like make a musical idea using the platform. So let's explore that a little bit. Again, no talking, it's just gonna be me digging in a little bit here, but I'm still monitoring chat. So let's go. I could test, test. All right, cool. So I got the mic on. I'm still talking to you, but check this out. So you're not a teenage engineering sicko like me and some of these people are, because if you were, then you know that going to their website right now presents you with. What do you think? What do you think is going to be on there when I show this to you?
Is the X1 on sale?
Yes.
Dude,
How much you think is off? How much do you think the sale is for?
10%?
Mm-mm. So check it out. Yeah, dude.
Oh no, please do not share this secret.
So this is literally a 30% off sale.
Yeah, I might have to do it. I might have to do it, man.
So for this price, it's a much easier thing. I would just say, let me just see if it's on. So it is. So this is sold out because everyone bought this right away. This is still available. And a little pro tip for you, I mean, you can buy it from here. You only have 14 days to return on their website, and they might charge for shipping and stuff. So a little pro tip for you is like Amazon or Zounds or Sweetwater. Many other websites are matching that, like have that same 30% off on there right now. So that's a place that you go ahead and check out, buy. Know that you have 30 days. Try it out. Hit me up on Instagram or whatever. Let me know if you do, because I'd be curious to know what your thoughts are on it.
I will. No.
Yeah.
I love the field. I've been a huge fan of everything they've done.
Oh yeah.
So far.
Yeah. How long have you had it for? Like over a year?
I got an OP1.
Yeah, the original.
Right, a year before the field came out. And
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
And the field came out.
Yeah, sure.
Sold the one, got the field.
Sure.
And I've had it since launch.
Awesome. That's really cool, man. Yeah, man. This is part of the reason I like doing these live streams and stuff. Like, because it's cool. Like, I think this is the first time anyone has ever, known what this is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? People ask what it is. Like, oh, what are you doing? You doing music? You DJing? Whatever. First time anyone says OPXY FUN, which is kind of cool. But yeah, man, I'd be happy to answer any other questions. But I mean, 30% off is 30% off. That's a major thing. I actually bought one of these a while ago, sold it, repurchased it when some new updates came out for it.
Yeah.
And like right now, for example, I'll just share with you. On my channel on Sunday at 10 a.m. there's a new video coming out that I'm very excited about, so check it out. It's about the OPXY. But there's been enough meaningful updates that came here, and nothing is even that major at all. One of them that is kind of major to me, and it kind of changed the way I use this all the time, is there now is a how do I show you? Let me see. A default template where when you launch it, like this is brand new.
Yeah.
You now have random presets on here, which for me is a game changer, because now when you go to a new project, you're instantly just thrown 8 random sounds. Not
Which
like
makes it easy, because I feel like I spend a lot of time fiddling with the sound.
100%.
Yeah.
And same with me. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to fiddle. I'm just going to use what's already there.
Yeah.
And then you end up using the same sounds that are on there by default. So this has kind of like made it like just crazy inspiring to use.
Yeah.
And then even little things like now they have a templates folder where you can make a default template for yourself.
Yeah.
That was never a thing before either.
Yeah.
So if you want a certain tempo, if you want quantization off, for example, right? This is by
drums,
default.
I don't always.
Exactly. So yeah, you got the vibe, man. I mean, I'm happy to have bestowed that knowledge on you about the 30% off sale. I think, and I would do exactly like I said. I would for sure get it from a website that's not TE's site, so that you have that ability to return. And then hit me up with questions, man. Check out some of my videos if you want, and then hit me up if you have any specific questions about it, because it is a fun device.
I will.
For sure. Yeah.
It's rare I see these.
Yeah. So it's both of it, right? First time anyone's known what it is, and first time maybe you've seen one in the wild, right? So it's kind of cool.
No, this is awesome.
Yeah, man.
I'll send you a message, bro.
Please do. Nice meeting you. Bro. Cool. Sound gone. Hopefully it's not. Is it still gone or no? Test mic check 1 2. Oh, we had. I didn't realize I was like that, but anyway, how you doing? Got me a OP1 field. Nice to go with the OPXY. Dang. Let me know if the sound's still there, and then had to pay a chunk of cash VAT as I sent. Dang. Okay. Sound gone. Yeah. Sorry. Someone just came here and knows what the OPXY is, has an OP1 field, had a whole bunch of questions about it. So it was kind of cool. He's like considering getting one. He did not know about the 30% off sale, which is also kind of cool. That I just like showed him what that's all about on the on the website on my iPad just now. So I think he's probably going to go ahead and buy an OPXY right now, which is kind of dope. I talked about it a while ago too on here that I it's kind of a weird thing. Yeah, it's in a way cool, man. Spreading exactly. When I say weird, I feel as though I'm at an all-time high with like my excitement using this device now, as you guys may or may not know who's been following the channel recently. And I feel like there should be more in it for me, specifically when people purchase this product based on me being a major part of the sale, right? Like that, for example, right now. Unfortunately, that's not the way that it is, and there's ways to do that, right? You have a link on your site, and people do, affiliate links, not through TE's website, mind you, but like through wherever Zounds or wherever else that they're buying from. But yeah, it's just like it's interesting to say the least. But either way, he's excited about it. That was kind of a cool encounter to like meet someone that knows about the product and stuff. But I'll be right back in a second. I'm gonna probably take this out. I'm trying to see what was I just doing. Oh, that's right. I was doing some. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna probably take this out, and I'll be back in a sec. I just need to refill my beverage. We have 43 minutes left here before the coffee shop closes. So yeah, be right back. Yeah, I'm at a coffee shop called Ambee, Ambee. But in any case, when it comes to, I guess, being more effective is that's a strong word. Being more like intentional around me as it pertains to this instrument. The idea is like by the end of the day today, I need to release this project file, right? I was talking about a project file on here, which is okay. I have to reopen it up because of the encounter that I just had, but it's under user and it's called tape track. So many files on here. Tape track all the way down. Oh wait, I have two different tapes. Okay, tape track. Okay, so load. So here's the tape track. Okay, so that's higher. So let me answer your question first, and then I'll talk about. So your Three Dunes hike. Oh wow, the other day. So curious if you're close by. Oh wow, wow. Okay, so that was dang. Where was that again? That was in Indiana. So is that where are you from that area? Yeah, I was there for a work trip. And thanks for watching the video. That was a cool, really cool video and experience, and just Chesterton. Okay, so that's near because that was in Indiana where I was at. I'm not from the area either. I'm from I live in New Jersey. Is Chesterton near? What was the name of the town that was right next? So LaPorte is one of the places, and I forget the name of the other town that was like right there, right near where I was at. But okay, it's in. Okay, cool. Well, I probably will be back out that way at some point in the very near future. The way I've been traveling for this consultant gig that I have. Dang, that's hot. I'm about to drop this down. But yeah, appreciate you checking that video out. Indiana State. Okay, very cool. That's cool, man. While to see you there since I didn't right in my backyard, and I've been a big fan of yours for a bit and love your. Hey, thank you, Mike. That means a lot, man. I genuinely appreciate that. Really do. Yeah, I think building community on here is what it's all about, man. I think doing these live streams is a lot of fun. I think the, stuff I'm doing on, oh, okay. Well, it's wild to see. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, just meeting people like you, and hopefully, I mean, this that wouldn't even be the first time where I've been somewhere, and either did a video and/or a live stream somewhere else, and like someone in the comments lets me know that I'm not too far from where they're at. But that was Sacramento one time in Texas. So it's been kind of cool bringing this little device with me. I'm going to be in Ohio next week for just one night. It'll be a very super quick turnaround, so I won't be doing too much exploring and stuff when I'm there. But yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, what I was saying is I want to save this tape track and load this on my Gumroad today before the end of the day, and hopefully get back to the 2 people that commented on an older video about having access to this, right? So it'll be Khordmaster.com, where I'll have this on there as a free download, and I can at least send them messages on the comment section, be like, hey, it's there now, go check it out. But without overthinking, however, I don't think there's really much to this tape track, but there are a few configuration things. Paste? That's not what I wanted to do. Hang on. This, I guess we'll delete this, huh? Clear. And then we're on tape track, and then, okay, so here, you need tape track to be, there, send going in, so that's good. And that's pretty much it. And then I just changed the effects that I'm using. So effect, I have reverb and chorus, and that's it. And then I guess you can essentially put these down to no send, and that's pretty much it. So for example, if I am talking right now, this is kind of going to be, I think, part of the tape track now. Is that right? Let's double check. If See, that's dope to me, just to be able to do that. It's so cool. Now, again, I always say it, like, what musically happens from here? Well, I don't know. That's still to be determined. It's just a thing to do with your voice, obviously. But when you have music, there's a lot more fun to it. But let's hit play. So it's getting a little bit of the sound in there anyway. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess the tempo should be up a little bit, maybe 100. Let's make it 100, something standard. And I think that's pretty much it. Maybe leave that metronome on and be hit. No, delete, and then be on track 1. And I guess we'll save this, and then I'll just put this on Gumroad. Done. Like before the end of the night. That's my commitment. That element of putting things like the work aspect of music stuff is the stuff that is not. I just have to be more consistent with, long and short. Anyway, let's listen to some old projects on here and kind of get inspired again, and let's keep the vibes going. So what do we have on here? I don't remember, but let's listen to some things. Sorry, someone asked a question about song mode too. I don't know if you're still here. If you are, let me know, but I'm going to answer it regardless. That was here, Krishna. Let me know if you're still here. I'm sorry, I did read the message. And let me get, yeah, okay, so do you use the song mode? So the answer is yes, I have used it, but I don't use it a lot. Not for any specific reason, but I feel like this is a good reminder to use it more. I think the song mode is dope. It lets you, just chain scenes together. That's essentially what it is, isn't it? It lets you chain scenes together to get variations and not have to manually make the changes yourself. I think it's really cool. I don't use it that much, but I do have it used on certain songs though, and it's fun to just let it play and just let the changes happen automatically. Wow, you get me. I think you like the speed of improvising. Yeah, you get me. That's it. Yeah, just like making stuff and the intricacies of doing little things like song mode or like fine tuning stuff. That's not really my thing as much. But sometimes I do. Sometimes it is my thing. Sometimes I'm like, yo, I'm in like work mode. I want to do the little things to make this project file or this beat sound a little bit better, but meaningfully better, if that makes sense. And this was another thing. Well, first of all, this was another thing that I really like, you know, being able to. Sorry, I was just getting a phone call just now from my wife, but she probably didn't know I was live streaming. Let me know if we're still connected here, guys. Then maybe I'll call her back on my iPad, though. Give me 1 second. But yeah, just let me know if you guys can still hear me. I'll be a good husband and dad right now and call her back from here. No, not Facebook. FaceTime. Still good. Thank you. What the heck? You gotta log in? What is this nonsense? Say what? Excuse me. Let me try her on Instagram. I'm not trying to log into anything right now. We'll go here. We'll go here. We're gonna FaceTime my wife on whatever that means. FaceTime her on Instagram. Is that wait? Call. Maybe that's not even a thing. All right, let me see. Passwords. This is kind of weird. Sign into your Apple account. Like my Apple account is already logged in, but let's try use password once. See if this lets me be good. Signing in. Okay, here's FaceTime on the iPad. Smart man. All right, what's taking so long? Let's go. There we go. Boom. And we're gonna go like that. Okay, it's super loud. People are here, but that's okay. We're gonna just try to turn. You can't turn the volume down? That's weird. Very strange. She probably went to the next person on her list to call, maybe her family or something, because everyone was ready for FaceTime. That's unfortunate. Yeah, she's not there. I guess I'll just keep this out momentarily. Maybe she'll call back. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anyway, let's keep the vibes going. Oh, what I was saying before is that being able to go into what is this called? Mixer mode, and just she's probably gonna call back. It's gonna interrupt this again, but that's okay. That'll just close it out on here and then just go to the iPhone or the iPad. And just pressing down one key lets you kind of like use that as everything else gets ducked, so that you're only talking over one sound, such as say the. And she just called back as mentioned. It should work on here. FaceTime video call. There we go. Hey, can you hear me? Hey, JC. Hey, Kayla. You want me to come home? When I'm done working, sweetheart, I'm gonna be home. Let me turn this down a little. This is super loud. How are you guys doing there? You guys doing okay? Oh, that's a good screenshot. I got a good screenshot. Signal's kind of bad. Look, we're both in good Wi-Fi. Oh, okay. Cool. Back to it. This is a good one here. So good. And that's just using a, let me see, that's using a step component with, I think, bend. Let me see. Yeah. That's cool. Cool. These are all good songs, man. A little loud. So this is an example of something that probably is asking for a song mode, you know, so let's do that. But let me see what I have for these scenes really quick. Nothing good there. Your video upload in the week with your daughter was a gem. You are blessed. She totally got the OPXY. Hey, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching that one. I'm trying to think which one that was, though. Was it a like a long form video, or was it one of the shorts, or what? I don't remember. In the week with your daughter. Yeah, which one had? Yeah, let me know. Cafe. Okay. Well, let me see which one that was. Oh, okay. It was a live stream, right? Is that what you're talking about? Was it a live stream? Was it actual like clip or something? Probably was a live stream. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. Much love on that. So let's see. Let's check out of these 7, 8, 9 scenes that are here. Let's check out which ones are we going to use for the song mode. Clearly 3 and 4 are good. And then obviously we don't have the bass yet. That comes soon. So I think 3, 4, 7. Four, 7, 8. 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. So let's just see. So delete 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, and let it keep cycling. Such a magical device. It's so crazy. I mean, this is not an amazing sounding song, but it's just, it almost makes you cry. It's nice. Let's let it cycle through. good stuff, man. That's great stuff. And then I just name these things like whatever's happening at the in my studio. Past month, I mostly just use. Wow, I have about. Damn, that's a crazy amount of. There's another zero there than I realized. I have about 200,000 euros, pounds, not dollars. What is that symbol? It's one of the two. Invested. Damn, past month I've mostly just. That's wild. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, there's something to it, right? The portable aspect of this equipment. Short way of saying how amazing OPXY. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, yes. Yeah, I'm just thankful that this product exists. I'm excited to continue refining the process of building up my content pipeline, and content as in not just videos and live streams, but also like actually doing the non-fun aspect of what happens once these projects are done, right? Getting these onto, and I encourage you, as a matter of fact, if you haven't yet, grab one of my free, I think it's only one free cartridge on there now, but yeah, Khordmaster.com, and grab one of the free cartridges there, and load it up on your XY and listen to it and refine it and remix it and do whatever, save some of the presets. That's an area that I find to be extraordinarily compelling with this product, and it's very organic, because it allows me to just create the way that I like creating on here, and not like having to release, or not, I shouldn't say having, that's a strong word, but like feeling compelled to have to release something on Spotify or one of these places. It's like, yo, you can listen to the stuff on your own device and do it, have fun with it and experiment, because that's what I like doing. I did that with pretty much all of the factory songs on here, right? And that's what kind of gave me some inspiration. Anywho, a lot of words. Let's keep going. We have less than 20, or just about 20 minutes left before they close. So let's go. Although I could just easily go right outside and continue the live stream, but my battery's about to die. So that's another thing but maybe, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I can go out there and I can actually charge my battery somehow. I can charge it on my computer, and maybe skip. I was planning on going to Lifetime, going to the gym and doing a swim tonight, which I still could do, mind you, but I might just do continue the live stream outside, and while the phone is charging, like that'll force me in that 30-minute window to like upload that cartridge, the free one, the tape track one that I referenced earlier, and message those people so I can start following through with certain things, especially when they revolve around this product. That's inspiring, man, about the fact that you have so much invested in there and that you use this so much. Do you use yours mostly standalone, or do you use it with other gear? I feel like the two middle ports on here, I never use for anything really, right? I mean, is that a lie? One is MIDI, and what is the other one? Hang on, what is the other port? MIDI sync, and then the other one is MIDI in. I don't use those really for much of anything, but I feel like, I don't know, at some point I would like to. Anyway, let's keep going. Let me load another project and listen, continue getting inspired. So you can do that. See, this freaking device is just crazy. It's so good. It's just, you don't make stuff like this in other, it's just so good. Sheesh. My goodness gracious. I got to dedicate more time to this pipeline, right, that we talked about. Yeah, so good, so good. All right, let's listen to this one. This is called Chicago. I remember exactly why it's called that. I was in Chicago and just making just like such a major vibe. I've tried so many portable devices, Bento 1010, wow, Kai sample, track 8. Interesting. Yeah. So the thing is like the portable nature of this makes it so that of course I use this more than anything else. That's kind of why, like the idea around investing time and money into more things in my studio at this point is just, it seems kind of foolish for me because I don't spend time in the studio, and I don't know if the reason I don't spend time there is because I like being not home to do creative stuff. I mean, that's kind of what it is. 90% of the time, I'm not doing that much creative stuff from home. Like if I'm doing anything, or I should say music stuff, if I'm doing anything musical at home, it's playing the piano, which I can't really play at a coffee shop, right? So yeah, that's another reason why I was like, do you have an OP1 field, by the way? That's another reason why I was thinking about the OP1 field, but I don't, no, not right now. It's not needed. I'm still sitting here just curious about TP7 integration with this thing. I think yeah, the future's bright. Damn, you just got the OP1 field today? Congrats. TX6, the cool recorder. Okay, so you have the TP7. What do you do with the TP7? Because I have one in my bag there, and I'm consistently thinking about how cool it would be if that integrates, and that's what Sunday's videos are going to be about. If it integrates like deeply or just uniquely with the OPXY, to be able to connect them and like have them work together, like essentially be able to use the tape dial to do things that you can only do if you own both of them. Like, I wonder if they're thinking of that too. All right, let me see what else I have here. I'm just like, dang, some good stuff on here. Another, like these are just, like anything on here that has 2 hashtags is like amazing. Like I just listen to it, I'm like, yo, that's great. I guess we'll just go until this dang battery dies. That's the one. Gotcha. So good. All right. Well, anyway, I will talk to you soon. Battery's literally going to die any second now. I think I'm going to go upload this project file and just put it on Khordmaster.com. Seekers, I upload the OPXY to Suno and let that fill in more ideas and use the stems to rewrite. Interesting. So, okay, I want to learn more about that. I want to hear more about that next time. So definitely look forward to continuing the conversation. This was good stuff. I appreciate you being here, hanging out. This is part of the vibe that makes this device so special to like just chill. And I'm here by myself, but I'm not, because I'm, you know, chatting with other people who are into this product equally as much, if not more so than me, which is always really cool. So yes, I will see you on the next one, and yeah, be on the lookout for Khordmaster.com by the end of the day today. All right, peace. Actually, you can check it out now because the free one is already there, but the other people who want the tape track project file, that'll be done. That'll be here by the end of the day. All right, thanks so much. Peace.